This is Marella Explorer. I'm on board, so come with me and I'll show you around. I'm going to take you on a full walking tour around every deck of this ship. So we started down there on deck 4, but that's just cabins, so there's nothing to see there. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to climb up these stairs and onto deck 5, where there are some more things to show you. Now, these are the midship lifts. We know that because the carpet is red. This is a really handy feature, as you can see on here. The lifts at the front have a blue carpet and the lifts at the back have a green carpet, so you always know whereabouts on the ship you are, which is super handy. So here on deck 5 over to the right, we've got the destination services area, which is where you can go if you want to book your excursions. And then here we have the main lobby with the reception desk where the guest services team are. They're there 24 hours a day. And now on most ships, this area is kind of a place where people sit and gather and relax. Not so much on Marella Explorer, but there are a few seats there. But we're going to have a look in here, which is the dining club, which is one of the speciality restaurants on board. So you can pay a little bit extra to go in here and have a nice meal. Most of the restaurants on the ship are included in your cruise fare for free, but this is just one of the upcharge restaurants that you can attend if you want to. They have all different kinds of cuisine and you can do wine pairings and things as well. Right, so we're going to head back out here and back into the reception area. This is kind of like an atrium. It does actually have 3 stories, but there's only this staircase which takes you from here on deck 5 onto deck 6. You can't actually walk all the way up with these stairs, which is it's weird, but you know, it's still a nice spot, and it does have this huge TV screen with a picture of a sunset on it. So we're going to walk up the stairs now to deck 6. Where you'll find much more. There's not an awful lot to see down there on deck 5. There is a restaurant, but it's at the back of the ship and you can't get directly to it, so you would have to come this way anyway. Right, so we're going to walk along a little bit. Here's the red carpet, which means that we're at the midship lifts, and we're going to go into the lounge. Now, you can see just outside the window there, it's a promenade deck, so you can walk around outside as well. And then there's some lovely little seats here where you can sit and have a quiet drink. And then this is the lounge, which is one of the main entertainment venues on the ship. It gets really busy at night in here. You'll have live music with people playing on the piano, there's bands on, singers. And I love the bar on this because it's really big. It's a really funny shape, so loads of people can sit around the bar. And there's lots of lovely seating here as well. So this is definitely a good place where you want to come and have a drink and try out some of the many cocktails. Each bar does have a different cocktail menu, so it's worth going on a bit of a bar crawl to try some of them out. I've got a few more seats here. This is a new feature on this wall. The ship's recently been refurbished and this has been added. And it's really nice. It's all sparkly. There's a piano down there as well with some more live music. Right, now here at the back of the ship, we have one of the main dining rooms, which is Latitude. This is over 2 decks. It's over deck 5 and deck 6. Most people will enter through this door, which is on deck 6. So if there's ever a queue, I would recommend walking back down the stairs at the back of the ship, go to deck 5, and there'll be a much shorter queue there. Particularly on formal night, when everyone wants to eat in the main dining room, I would definitely advise that you would do that. So as you can see from here, we've got 2 floors, and isn't it beautiful? I love this main dining room. It is such a nice place. The food in here is really great as well. The menu changes every day. So most of this is Latitudes, which is the main dining room. Over on one side is Vista, which is pretty much the same, but it's got a different menu. It's got an Italian menu as well, whereas Latitudes is food from all over the world. There's always at least 2 vegetarian options, always 1 or 2 vegan options on there as well. There's a kids menu. So yeah, this is a really nice place for the whole family to dine together. And the great thing is as well, you can just turn up whenever you want to, anytime between 6 and about 9:30, something like that. You can just turn up and eat whenever you want to. And we never really have to queue to get in, apart from formal night, when, like I say, you just pop down here, down these stairs, and go in the other door and you'll be absolutely fine. Now you can see we've got the green carpet here, which shows us that we're at the back of the ship and we're going back down to deck 5. So this is the door which will just take you into the other side of Latitudes. And there'll always be someone on the desk there ready to greet you and show you to your table. As you can see, it's exactly the same. The tables near the window are really lovely, so I would recommend, if you like a sea view and it's still light, definitely just ask if there are any tables by the window available, and I'm sure that the team there will be able to sort that out for you if at all possible. Okay, so we're going to head out of Latitudes now, and here is a little bar, 53. This is a lovely place to come and just have a little drink before dinner or after dinner. More fantastic cocktails here, and then in the evening there is a little bit of live music on the piano as well. And then over in this side, yes, you can see this side is Vista. So if you do want the Italian menu, then this is the entrance to come to. So really there are 4 different entrances, 2 on deck 6, 2 on deck 5. But if you want Vista, if you want the Italian food, then this is the entrance to come to. And as you can see, it's exactly the same inside. The only difference is the menu. The menu changes twice per week, and you can check the menu beforehand on the app. So if you do plan on coming to Vista twice during your cruise, then you might want to look at which dates the menu changes to make sure that you can try something different. Although there's so many different things on there anyway. That's probably more advice for someone with special dietary requirements or fussy eaters, so that you can make sure that, you know, there are different things that you like. Okay, so we're going to go back up the stairs now and see what else we can find. So many elevators on this ship. Honestly, we never have to wait for any. It's fantastic. The ship isn't huge. It's only got about 2,000 guests. So yeah, to have 3 different banks of elevators is fantastic. So we're going to go back through the lounge now. And then we have seen this bit already, haven't we? So I'm going to fast forward you a little bit as we walk back through the lounge. Now let's go and have a little look outside. Now this is a really nice place to sit out here. So we've got some shuffleboard courts, and we do have some sun lounges as well. So they'll be put out when the sun comes up. It's very early in the morning at the moment. That's why nobody's around. We've got these tables, which are lovely if you want to play a card game. And then one side of this deck is the smoking area as well. So whether you're a smoker or not, you might want to choose your side accordingly. And then here we have some indoor seating, because this is the Port Cafe. Coffee Port. This is a coffee port. Yes, that's what it's called. And here is where you can come and get your speciality coffees, teas. There's some lovely little cakes and macarons and biscuits and things. They are an extra charge, but nothing is very expensive. So definitely worth coming having a look here as well. And then as we keep going now towards the front of the ship, we've got the photography studio. You can get photo shoots done at sunset. You can get iris photography done, where they take a close-up photo of your eye. I had that done and it's fantastic. It was really fun. And then here there's this office where you can go if you want to book your next cruise on board, save a little bit of money. You can do that in there. Here we've got the cinema. They do have movies on every day and every night. The cinema is a decent size. The screen isn't massive though. So when I went to the cinema, I sat in the front row, and it was just like being at the normal cinema. It might not be great if you're sitting right at the back. So I would advise get there early if you want to watch a show. And look at this, what we've got here. We've got an escalator. Have you ever seen an escalator on a cruise? They are super rare. I've only ever seen one before, so that excites me a little bit. Okay, these are some machines which can help you to order your photographs. And let's have a look at the escalator. So it looks like it's not moving. People make this mistake. It only turns on when you arrive at it to save energy. So if it looks like it's not working, just go on it anyway. And the escalator will take you up to the theatre. So the theatre is over 2 decks. Hello, little statue here. He's cute. The theatre will take you over 2 decks, 7 and 6. It's called the Broadway Show Lounge. The upstairs really is where you do want to go. Even if you want to sit at the front, at the bottom, still go upstairs, and you'll go in like this. Because if you're going downstairs, you're going to end up coming up those steps anyway. So it just makes sense to go in here. So as you can see, it's a lovely big theatre. So we've got the bottom level there, and then at the top there is some more seating. I love that the seating is bench style, so it's really comfy for everyone. If you're a little bit larger, you don't have to worry about fitting in chairs with rigid arms. If you've got a young child who's likely to fall asleep in the theatre like mine, then they can just lie down and do that, and you can carry them off to bed afterwards. Fantastic. And then up here, we've got some more seating. So the kids club, they do actually take the children to the theatre as well sometimes. And if they do that, they'll take over one of these little areas up here, which is like a little booth, and they'll have a little party with all of the kids, so they can watch the show from there, which is really nice. So if they do want to watch the show with their friends, then they can do. But yeah, the views seem to be great from absolutely everywhere. And there's plenty of seating for everyone as well. You don't need to book anything. That's one of the things that I love about Marella is you don't need to book anything in advance. So with some other cruise lines, you might need to go on an app or something to book a seat in the theatre. That's not the case. You can just show up. I would say show up probably 15 minutes before the start of the show so that you can get settled, get a drink. Because everyone has the all-inclusive package as well, you will find that there are tables of drinks as you enter, so you don't need to go to the bar on your way. You can just walk in, pick up a cocktail or a glass of Prosecco or whatever you'd like, and take that with you as you go into the theatre. So we're leaving the theatre now. We are at the front of deck 7, and we're going to walk through this area, which is the shopping area. There are some fantastic shops on this ship. Over to the left there, we've got the Marella Cruises sign. You definitely want to stop and get a photo in front of that. And then through here, we have the shops. They're all closed at the moment because, you know, it's so early in the morning, nobody's about. But this central area will be filled up with handbags. And then we've got a perfume shop over here. There's always a sale on as well, and it seems to be a different sale. So if you've got your eye on something, I would say don't buy it straight away because it might be like 25% off the next day if they've got a special offer. Lots of nice souvenirs in there. They were buy 3, get 1 free. We've got watch shop over there. There are clothes. 20% off Pandora today. See, tomorrow it'll be a different deal on something else. So the shops, I would say, are probably some of the best shops that I've ever seen on a cruise ship. I love the shopping. It's definitely worth coming and having a look. And here we can just see from the top the atrium with a few seats down there. Now let's walk around past these other shops. We've got handbags. The handbags, there's a good range of prices as well. I got one for like £30. There are some that cost a little bit more. There's a good variety of things. Can't get through that door, so we're going to walk around to this side of the ship. And through here, we will find some more bars and restaurants. So here is another lovely little place to have a sit and relax. There's a bar just around this corner, which is called Aperitif. So if you are dining in one of these restaurants, this is a good place to sit and have a drink before that. And here we have 2 of the specialty restaurants. There's the Surf and Turf, which is a steakhouse. This is available for an extra charge. There's the menu. If you want a closer look, you can pause this video now and have a look at that. And then we've got Coralar, which is Asian fusion cuisine. So all sorts of lovely things on there as well. Now, these two specialty restaurants, they do share the same venue. So as you'll enter, we've got the surf and turf here over on the left. The tables will be dressed, they're just not dressed because I've just snuck in early in the morning before anyone's around. And then over here we've got Coral Art, which is the Asian section of the restaurant. If you want to dine in any of these, you can book them on the Marella app while you're on board, or you can head to guest services and they'll be able to book that for you. And they don't really book up that much, so you should have no problems with getting a table there, unless maybe you are a particularly large party, in which case you might want to do it sooner rather than later. Now we'll carry on walking down here and see what else we can find on deck 7. So we're heading towards the back of the ship now. And yes, this is the upstairs area. There's another restaurant here. So this is a sushi restaurant. This is another specialty dining venue, Umi Sushi. So you can sit here at the bar and watch as the chefs prepare your food. And then there's more seating over here. This one's also an extra charge, but if you love sushi, then it's definitely worth trying. Now heading right to the back of the ship and we get to the Squid and Anchor, which is one of the most popular venues on the ship. This is the pub. It's a brilliant pub, and it is more than a pub really. It's an entertainment venue. In here you'll have live music, there are bands on, there's lots of quizzes, entertainment, the kids' disco happens in here. Everything happens in here really. It does get very busy, so it's worth coming in advance of whatever it is that you want to watch to make sure that you can get yourself a seat. Normally entertainment starts after the show in the theatre finishes. So when people leave the theatre, everyone walks through to the other side of the ship, comes over to the Squid and Anchor and tries to find a seat, so you will struggle. So if you are sure that you want to watch the show in the Squid and Anchor after the show in the Broadway Show Lounge, then just make sure that you're fast or leave. Make sure you're first to leave basically and get there to get a seat. So we're going to head out the back here through this emergency exit, which you are allowed to go through, and look what we have found over here. This is one of the most beautiful spots on the ship, and not many people know about it apart from the smokers, because it is a smoking area. But look at it, isn't it the most beautiful smoking area that you've ever seen? It's really quiet as well. So if you fancy somewhere quiet to sit and watch the wake of the ship in the daytime, then come down here and there's plenty of space. As long as you don't sit next to a smoker, you'll be fine. Also, look at the sunrise. Isn't this just a lovely spot to sit with a coffee and watch the sunrise? Beautiful. I did want to just stay here, but I've got a ship tour to do. So come on, let's go upstairs and I'll take you up to deck 8 and we'll see what else we can find on this ship. So there is a staircase here at the back that goes up several decks. It's a funny one. It seems like a bit of a wasted space to me, because this bit, for example, look how lovely this area is. There's just nothing here at all. It's just a space. Not even a table and chairs. I mean, you could put, I don't know, there's someone's balcony there next to it. They could have a huge wraparound balcony, couldn't they? I don't know why they haven't done that. I do wonder sometimes about ship design, why they've thought, what should we put in this premium space at the corner at the back of the ship? Shall we make a huge balcony with sun lounges, maybe a hot tub for one of the suites and sell the suite for twice as much? Or should we just leave it empty? I don't know. Anyway, so this is an older ship. She's probably coming up to about 30 years old now, but you wouldn't tell. She's been renovated so many times, constantly being decorated and improved and maintenance done. Really, she's as good as a ship that's, 5 or 10 years old, even though she is older, which is lovely. It just shows how much Marella look after their ships. Right, here we go, deck 9. If you have young children, this is the place to bring them. Look at this. We've got a kids pool. It's lovely and warm. There's a little slide. There's little buggies and vehicles for them to scoot around on. So this is definitely one not to be missed for younger children. Through there's the kids club as well. So that is the area for babies and toddlers. But the main pool there, you can just come and you can bring your children. They do need to be toilet trained though. So I know that's really unfortunate if you've got little ones that aren't. They'd be desperate to splash around, but they're not allowed to in there, unfortunately. And this shows you how to get to the kids club, which is just on the other side. It is through there, but you'll just need to go back out there, round to the left, and that will take you to the kids club. So I'll tell you a little bit about the kids club. It is suitable for ages 3 to 11. Sometimes all of those kids will be together in one group. Sometimes they will be split into 3 to 7 and then 8 to 11. It just depends how many kids are on board. During the school holidays as well, you will need to book places in the kids club. So that is the baby area of the kids club. That's where you can go and take your babies and toddlers and you have to stay with them. In the main kids club, you will drop them off. You just need to, if it is busy, they'll have a sheet outside the door where you can write the name of your children and what time they want to come the following day. Yeah, so here's the rules for here. It does say no children in nappies or who aren't toilet trained. So really, it's a very limited age range of kids that would use this pool because they're probably going to be 3, aren't they, by the time they're toilet trained? And then by the time they're 6, they're probably too big for it. But it is nice. And there we can see a little sneaky peek inside the kids club. Let's head upstairs now. So up here we've got deck 10, which is just cabins. There's not too much to show you there. So let's keep going and we'll go up to deck 11 where there is much more to see. So this is the Mediterranean bar, which is one of the best places on the ship. It's a lovely bar right at the back of the ship. You can come out here and get a drink. You can come out here and bring food as well from either of the restaurants inside or from the buffet. So once you get your breakfast and you get to the end of the buffet, keep walking right out to the back of the ship. If it's a nice day, bring it out here. This is a lovely place to sit and enjoy your breakfast. It's got an indoor area as well. So this is the indoor area of the Mediterranean bar. This one has a retractable roof. So when it is cold, the roof will be closed like this, but on a hot day, they'll open the roof and it'll be lovely and sunny. Lots and lots of comfy seats here. And if you like sangria, this is the place to come and get sangria. There's red and white sangria, those are included in your cruise fare, and you can get all kinds of sangria for a little bit extra as well, or if you have the premium package. So over on this side is the Italian pizza and pasta restaurant. You can order all kinds of pizza and pasta, whatever toppings you like, whatever sauces, they will make that for you. Lunchtime it's served kind of as a buffet, but in the evening there are a lot more options and they will make it specially just for you. This area is beautiful. People just sit here and just relax and have a nice drink, play cards in these little booths, whatever you like. And then over here is the tapas bar. So this is also a brilliant place to come for lunch or dinner. Again, it's all included in your cruise fare. There's continental breakfast out here as well for the early risers, and then lunchtime there's some great tapas buffet options, and then in the evening it's a la carte, and there are a few speciality options that you can order there as well. So now we're going to go into the buffet, which is the marketplace. The buffet is on 2 sides of the ship. It is normally worth looking at both sides as well. So breakfast, it might be similar what they've got on this side of the buffet to what they've got on the other. But in the evening, it is different. So one side of the buffet will be international cuisine, and then the other side of the buffet will be a particular theme. So on one night they might have Mexican, on another it might be Indian. So yeah, definitely be sure to check out both sides of the buffet. Everything is self-service. It's a really good buffet. And what I also love is that everything's labelled really well. It's got allergen labels as well. It's got little symbols that tells you exactly which allergens are in all of the food. So if you've got any special dietary requirements, you should have absolutely no problem in the buffet. Marella do a really, really good job of looking after people with special diets, and I love that. So over here is where you can get your teas and coffees. In the evening, you can also pour your own beer, you can pour your own wine. There's soft drinks that you can help yourself to throughout the day and the evening there as well. And there is lots of seats in the buffet. I never once struggled to find a seat in the buffet. And that is pretty rare that you can say that on a cruise. Normally there are some times where you have to walk around and look for a seat, but that was never ever a problem. So that is absolutely fantastic. So we're going to head outside now and have a look at the main pool area. It's so lovely out here. So this is still early in the morning. The sunline just haven't quite been put out yet. I think the guys are putting them out at the moment. People are probably waiting with the towels, eager to put them down. And you know, a few people do that, but it's not too much of an issue. Marella have said that they will remove towels that are left unattended for an hour. So they do action that. You can get a sunbed, it's not a problem. Okay, here we've got the snack shack, and I love this place. You can come in and get hot dogs, burgers, salads. There's a grab and go section as well with sandwiches. You can get cookies, chips. There's so many things you can just come. This fridge is where you can help yourself to fantastic salads. Those little pots of fruit that you can just pick those up. Brilliant. Love, love, love the snack shack. There's lots of nice seats over here as well. And look at these little cabin things. Aren't they cute? We love sitting in these. We'd always come and see if one's free. And the kids would be like, oh, can we sit in Sorrento? Can we sit in Barcelona today? Like, yes, you can. It's lovely. So these are really, really fun. The pool area is really nice. So we've got two swimming pools here. They are warm enough, even on a cold day. They are heated. Very nice. We've got some showers over here as well. And then at the back, we have got 3 hot tubs. Marella have said that children under 13 aren't allowed in the hot tub, and they do enforce that as well. Over here is just a little ice cream area where you can treat yourself to an ice cream. Look at these little bicycle seats. You can sit here and have your ice cream while you look out at sea. There is an extra charge for the ice creams, but they're not expensive. They're like £2.50 for 2 scoops, which I think is pretty good. That's reasonable. So we'll come up here and we'll have a little look at the hot tubs. Now, kids in hot tubs, a lot of the time, it says it in small print on the sign, but the kids just go in anyway and nobody says anything about it. On Marella, they make you sign something that says that you won't let your children in the hot tub. And if the crew members see anyone in the hot tub who looks like they might be under 13, they'll come over and ask them how old they are and they'll get kicked out. Here is the gym. It's not open yet because the gym only opens at 8 a.m. So if you are an early riser, you want to go to the gym, you're going to have to wait till 8 a.m. I think that's just because people drop weights in there and it's loud and they don't want to wake people up. So that's fair enough. And then over here is the spa as well. The spa is closed at the moment. However, I did have a tour of the spa when I first got on the ship. So I'm going to show you a little bit around the spa now. So when I looked around in the spa, I could see all of these treatment rooms and they told me about all of the treatments you can have in the spa. There were so many things, massages, facials, everything. But what I was really excited about was this relaxation area. So you can come here and it's only £29 per day for a day pass and you get to use all of these facilities. There's this wonderful sauna, look at that with the sea view, and then there's places where you can just sit and chill out. There's steam rooms, heated beds, so much. So that is worth having a look to see if you're interested in the day pass. Otherwise, like I say, there's massages, rooms like this where you can get special treatments done, have a relaxing bath, hot stone, all kinds of things. Yeah, the spa is really, really nice. But for now, we're going to head back out here, back through these doors to the pool area. And should we go upstairs? Yeah, let's go upstairs, and we'll see what the pool area looks like from above. Now up here on this deck, it's a weird one. So this is the running track. So people are running at the moment because it's nice and cool at this time of day, and also because the gym isn't open yet. So if you are into running, this is the only time that you can do it before 8 in the morning, because after that, it just gets so busy up here. The sun loungers, people move those so they're on the running track. People just standing on it, have a chat. It's not a great running track. It's probably one of the worst running tracks that I've ever seen on a cruise ship, to be honest. Someone's doing yoga there because the gym's closed, and it's a little bit of a tricky one. Not the best ship for running. So yeah, get up super early if you want to do that, or maybe do it at night. Okay, so we're going to go through here now. This is the front of the ship up on deck 12, and this is where we have the nightclub. So it's Indigo, bar, casino and club. So if you're still awake after 10 p.m, this is the place to come. This is where the party's happening. So we've got a brilliant round dance floor here in the middle. We've got the DJ booth. And this is a really fun place to come. Kids are allowed until midnight, after which it's adults only. I'm not sure what time it closes. I was definitely asleep at whatever time it closes. It doesn't say. There we go. The disco is an over 18s area after midnight, but it is fantastic that the kids are allowed in until then. So if they do want to have a boogie, there is of course the kids disco, but it's for toddlers really. Older ones will definitely want to come here. Now here we've got the casino. It's a pretty small casino. It's just got a few different machines over this side, but doesn't it have a nice view? I have never seen a casino with such a nice view as this one. So it's only open when the ship's at sea. So on a sea day in the daytime, why not come here? Look at this, you can play roulette with a sea view. It's lovely. And then we've got lots more seating as well. We've got this area out the front of the ship, which I think is where the helicopter would land if a helicopter needed to come and get you. We've got the bar here as well. And I did want to go and have a look, but the door's locked, unfortunately. But I did spy out the window that there are some sun loungers out there piled up in the corner. So maybe they do put sun loungers out there as well. Maybe that's a really nice quiet place that you can sunbathe. I'm not sure. It would be pretty windy, to be honest, because we're on deck 12, high up right at the front. But there you go, you can see them there. But wouldn't it be nice? So we've got the piano here because there is live music. So sometimes we might have a band in this corner. And basically, this venue is always going to be pretty empty apart from late in the evening. When it's going to get busy, but it's not going to get too busy because it is so huge, and there are all the other places where people can go as well, like the Squid and Anchor and the lounge. Okay, so let's go back outside now because I've got some more exciting things to show you out here. Right, we're going to go up the stairs now to deck 14. So notice we're going straight from 12 to 14. There is no 13. It's bad luck, isn't it? A lot of cruise ships don't have a deck 13, and this is one of those. So here we've got deck 14. This is the best place to come for sunbathing because look at these sun loungers. They're so much nicer than the ones downstairs. These ones are like really padded. They're the luxurious ones. So if you want a really comfy sun lounger, then come up here. We've got these nice egg chairs as well. This is the best spot for sunbathing, as long as you don't mind that it's a minute walk to the pool. Yeah, come up here. Look at these lovely day beds as well. It can get a bit windy, but see, because we've got that glass screen, it protects you a bit from the wind. So if you get the right spot, you can find yourself a little sun trap up here. Look at this. Naughty, naughty people putting the towels down so early. Shaking my head at them. Okay, let's go back downstairs. Look at that, some more as well. Put the towels down, go for breakfast. It's cheeky, isn't it? I think it's cheeky. I suppose it depends. If they're going to go for breakfast and be super quick and come back, maybe. But some of them, they don't come back till the afternoon. I just sit on them Don't know about you. I just ask around. If anyone says no, no one's been there for hours, I just sit down, put the stuff to one side. Then I'm probably gone again by the time they get back and never see them. Okay, so here we've got the running track. Some more unfortunate runners dodging around people. It's a funny one. There is a promenade deck, but it doesn't go all the way around, so you can't run down there either. Here we go. We can see the 3 hot tubs from here. They are nice and warm as well, those hot tubs. And they're never too busy because kids aren't allowed. So yeah, really nice. Here we go. Here's the sun loungers. And there are lots. There's enough sun loungers for everyone, really. It's not a problem. Oh, the pool is so lovely. I want to be back. I'm going to have to book another cruise. Definitely going to have to book another Marella cruise. Okay, let's keep walking. I've got more exciting things to show you. I've not showed you the golf yet. I think that's up this way. Let's go and have a look. Right, let's go upstairs. We're going towards the back of the ship now. There's a sign there. Can you see it says hideout? That is the teen area. The teens get some really good facilities. I'm going to show you in there shortly. So all of this will be laid out with sun loungers. This is one of my favourite spots to sunbathe, actually. It's quite easy to get a sun lounger up here. And you've got some really, really nice views as well. So we're going to keep going all the way to the back of the ship. Look at that gorgeous sea view. And this net here is the football court, which is really, really popular with the kids. As during our cruise, there was just kids playing football in there non-stop. My son went in there for like 5 hours one day playing football with his friends. He had the absolute best time. So I'd just be sunbathing up there and he'd just be here playing football all day long. There's a basketball court as well. They don't play basketball though, they just play football. So this is the Mediterranean bar. That is the retractable roof. So obviously that opens when the sun comes out. Lots more places to sit and sunbathe up here as well. So here we can see the table tennis table. You just have to go to reception and ask for the bats and the balls. And here's the football pitch. You just go to reception as well and ask for a football and they give it you. And I love that it's got such a good net around so you don't have to worry about the ball going anywhere. Kids will just have a really, really fun time in here with the friends. So we're going to head inside now, and here you can see there's a water machine, which is really handy. Those water machines on the left, they have them all over the ship. You get a carafe in your room and you can refill it at those water machines. So you've always got nice, fresh drinking water. Definitely bring your own refillable water bottle as well, because you can just refill it there. Bottled water, you have to pay for it. It's not in the drinks package, so yeah, bring your own refillable bottle. But anyway, here is the golf. So this is a 14-hole golf course, I believe. It's got 7 greens, and then you go around twice because each one's got 2 holes. But yeah, it's really fun. The balls and the clubs are there, so you can just come and have a little game of mini golf whenever you like. Definitely worth doing that a few times on your cruise. And here's a nice place to sit as well. There's some nice egg chairs up here. And then there we've got the Mediterranean bar. So you can just nip downstairs and get yourself a drink whenever you like. They do come round with the drinks as well. They don't come around to this area, but if you're around the main pool, then they'll always come around with trays of drinks or like a trolley with like cans in ice. So yeah, you would think really that because it's all inclusive, that there might be a big queue at the bar and they might not want to serve you so many drinks, but in fact, the opposite is true. I never once had to queue at the bar and they're constantly coming around asking you if you want a drink, which is just fantastic. So we're going to go up these stairs now and I will show you the hideout, which is the teen area. That's just at the top here. Through this yellow door. So this is just for 12 to 17-year-olds. worlds, I believe. They've got a schedule of activities. I did have a little peek in here as well when no one was around. So I'm going to show you inside now, and we can see what there is for teenagers to do. So we've got the air hockey here. That's just free to use. You don't need tokens or money or anything. They can just play that as much as they like. They've got table football as well. Up here, there are lots of different board games. And then this is also kind of seating area because they can watch movies on here. They can play Xbox. Now, there was one bit of the ship that I missed down on deck 8, and it is really easy to miss, but don't miss it because this is a really nice spot, is the attic, which is also known as the library. So it's not like a traditional library, it's just a place where people can leave any books that they've finished with, and then you can come and pick up another book. So yeah, come and have a look here and see if there's any books. People leave magazines there as well, which they've finished with, which is really nice. And you can just come and sit in here and enjoy this quiet space. This is also a nice place to come and play cards or board games. There are several board games here as well. We had a game of Cluedo, which I'd never played before, but I'm going to buy Cluedo after that. There's Jigsaws too. Yeah, Cluedo's a really good game, isn't it? Why have I never played that before? So yeah, I'm going to get that. So that's nice. And then through here, we've got this area, which is a good place to put your board game on there, and you can sit around and play it. And then through here, one of the most exciting places for the kids is the Xbox area. Look at this, there are 6 different Xboxes. You just go to guest services and ask for the controllers, and they give them to you. And then you can just sit here. Teens are here all the time, but you can just come as a whole family and play games. There's racing games, football games, everything really. So that's brilliant. I do hope you've enjoyed this tour of the Marella Explorer. I do have some more videos about Marella, so be sure to take a look at my YouTube channel if you'd like to know more.